Hey everyone, my name is Russ Breckbill, and I'm going to walk you through how to register your business as well as file your tax employment identification number should you choose to pursue opening your own practice. While the steps for registering your business and filing with the IRS are pretty straightforward and actually pretty easy, there are a number of considerations before you get to that point that I would like to make you aware of. Some of the questions you will need to respond to in your application, which the applications can all be done online, which makes it really easy. They'll require you to have made some decisions ahead of time. And unless you have already established a small business, some of the questions, some of the information requested, it might leave you a little uncertain and, from my perspective, sometimes clueless. It's just that there are so many details to deal with, questions to respond to, that a reasonable amount of groundwork should be laid before you just jump in with both feet. Next, gather at least a few resources to refer to, as a list of questions that will arise is seemingly endless. The state of Oregon offers a great PDF called How to Start a Business in Oregon, free at www.filinginoregon.com, which is the website for the Secretary of State listed in the handout that I provided. It is fairly easy to understand, and for what it doesn't cover in depth, it points you to in some good direction, as well as gives you a systematic approach and helpful checklist to keep you on task. A business plan is something some people swear by and other people say is superfluous. Having done a little research, I would say you need some sort of plan. If at least to be able to clearly articulate to others you'll need to communicate with, what it is you are attempting to do and how you intend to go about it. You don't need an MBA, and there are some great resources available. A few of them I've listed on the handout. At some point in there, you will need to determine the name of your practice. Now, you can just use your name, and there are some aspects that will make the process a little simpler for this choice. Namely, if you use your entire legal name, including your middle initial. If that's what's used, you don't need to register it. However, there are some business, logistic, and marketing reasons as to why you might consider otherwise. Either way, you will need to be sure what your practice will be named to do the steps that I'm going to walk you through. A significantly more complicated aspect is deciding on the business structure of the practice. This will be necessary for both the registrations. Here again, there are several resources to guide you in the best determination, but having someone else to consult with is very reassuring, and at this point you might want to consider speaking with a lawyer to make sure you get it right on the front end. Let's talk with my lawyer.
What's the name of your business?
Remember I mentioned that you might need a business plan?
Do you have a business plan?
Do you have any idea what the structure of your business will be?
How is your business structured? Call my secretary and make an appointment.
With those questions addressed, you have what you need to register your business. I apologize to those of you in Washington, as all of this information pertains to Oregon, but I would trust that most of it is transferable. The state of Oregon does not require general business licenses. Of course, to be a counselor in private practice, you will need your counselor's license. However, if you are doing business in Oregon, you will need to register. But don't worry, the process is easy. In fact, I'm going to walk you through it online right now. So you're going to make your way to filinginoregon.com. You're going to click on the File, Register a Business tab, and then you're going to want to sign up now. You'll have to create your own personal profile, so you'll enter your personal information, and you'll have to create a login, and then you'll want to select the options that you are attempting to submit for the Central Business Registry. I didn't put that on here because I didn't want all my personal information going on, but then it'll take you to this screen right here. And here is, after you started the wizard, which is this part of the wizard, we'll walk you through. The first question is a general survey. Now, at first glance you're going to go, what in the world am I going to put? Well, I went ahead and called the Secretary of State, and they said, just get something close. This is a survey. This information isn't pertinent so much to your business license. So the one that I found is here under Healthcare Social Assistance. You click on that. You're going to go down to Social Assistance and Child Care. Then you're going to come down to Individual Family Services. And under there, You're going to do individual family services other, and then you got individual and family services. It's the closest thing I could find on here to counseling, and like I said, they said it doesn't really matter, so if you want to investigate further, that's what I found out. Next, you're going to go, what is the city? Well, I'll say Milwaukee because that's where I live. Milwaukee. And that's in Clackamas, comes up automatically. What is your business structure? That's where you needed to know that, like I mentioned. Let's say we're going to be a sole proprietor. And I'm going to say no employees at this point, but that's where the point where you'd be able to check those things. Are you going to have paid employees or contractors? But again, you want to know those things ahead of time going into this part of it. Then you're going to come here and find out what is your assumed business name, and then check out whether that is available. Do that, you put in your personal information and continue. You click which counties that you are going to be registered in. You can do all of them, or you can just click the ones where you would be all. That would be all. I'm going to be in Clackamas, but the metro area, so we'll just put that. Puts them all together. Then is this going to be an authorized representative information, you're an individual, or you're creating an entity of record? Again, that would be stuff that you would talk about in a lawyer or getting some of your business plan, but at this point I'm just as myself, so I'm going to be an individual. And then I am the representative, so I'll put my name in here. My information's already, because of Google Chrome, it's already put in there, so I'm going to skip ahead. And there it is again, the registrant information. I'm going to be an individual. I'm going to put my information, it's already on there. I just hit select, it fills it all in, nice and tidy. And select my address, and I get to keep moving forward. That's just putting my personal information on there. I'm going to scroll through that. Okay, and then I continue if that's all correct. If you checked all that, make sure it's correct. And then you want to sign this digitally. So you come down here and you're going to enter your name. Does it for me automatically. And then I would pay. Once you have paid your fee and receive your registration number, you are done for the state. However, you must also give consideration to the county you're in as to whether or not they require a business license. Clackamas County does not, but I cannot speak for all of them. You'll need to go to the county website for your particular location. If you are operating within city limits, any city, I can almost guarantee you that they will require a license or registration of business. Again, you can simply inquire with the city website, and the process is very similar. And yes, you will have to give them money too. Next, you'll want to register with the IRS for an EIN or Employee Identification Number. EINs are necessary if you're going to have employees, as well as for many other reasons, but even if you are by yourself and using your name, it would be wise to utilize an EIN for your practice as opposed to using your personal social security. Well, let me just ask my tax attorney here.
Do you want to use your social security number? I don't think so.
But the process is even easier than registering with the state. You simply go to the link listed, or you just go to the irs.gov, go under Tools, and apply for an EIN online. It's that easy. Just be sure, whenever doing anything for the federal government online, that you see the .gov suffix, as there are many lovely companies who would love to help you fill out government forms for a fee, when it should cost you nothing to file. You will need your business structure, or sole proprietor, LLC, etc., and your personal info. You'll be asked a few questions about your business, and mostly to isolate ones with specific exceptions. And I've listed those questions on the handout. You'll then choose how you want to have the verification of the EIN number sent to you, and review all the info, and then submit. It's that easy. So there you have it, how to register your business in Oregon and how to obtain your federal EIN.